So the question is, can you be pro LGBTQ and be Christian at the same time?
Their own.
Okay, so what if the LGBTQ community is indoctrinating children into homosexuality? You think that's correct?
Mm,
So are you in favor for the pedos in LGBTQ as well?
Say it again?
The pedos in LGBTQ and then them indoctrinating children into homosexuality?
Welcome to the Shades Podcast. We're doing something a little different today, and we're here in Deep Ellum asking people,
You think you can be a Christian and yet be pro LGBTQ?
No, you cannot serve two masters. You cannot serve God and the devil. You can't do what you want to do and live how you want to live.
I think you can love gay people and not just cheerlead their life, but you can love them.
exactly, I like your response. What about you, bro?
I think, yeah, because as the word says, you can be born again. So it really don't really matter, man. Because if you say you was born that way, you can be born again.
Yes, you can, because I believe Christians, if you're an actual Christian, you don't pick and choose what you want to believe out of the Bible. God says no judgment, so I say with that. So each with their own.
Okay, so what if the LGBTQ community is indoctrinating children into homosexuality? You think that's correct?
It honestly depends, because I feel like the child should have their own opinion, but I don't think it should be forced onto the child.
Right, so that's what I'm saying, like that's what the community is doing. So you do think that Christians should accept that in a way?
No, I do not. Not forcing it onto them. If they don't want to be that, then don't make them.
So do you change your answer?
A little bit.
A little bit? Okay. Just on that aspect of it.
Do what?
Just on that aspect of it, you change it?
Just on that aspect, because I feel like people should be able to be free for what they want to be.
Can you be pro LGBTQ and be Christian at the same time?
Absolutely. I think whenever, I grew up in the church for a very long time. I went to Catholic school. I think definitely we've been taught, even in the church and outside the church, that we should be accepting of all people, love each other as we're supposed to be treated. And so I definitely think if you're of that same mindset, whether you're, hardcore Christian, just someone that's going about their life, definitely be accepting of everyone and love everyone as they should be, regardless of what their gender, what their sexual orientation is, be accepting of everyone just who they are.
So are you in favor for the pedos in LGBTQ as well?
Say it again?
The pedos in LGBTQ and then them indoctrinating children into homosexuality?
Definitely not. I mean, everyone should be able to, choose what they believe in. But if you're promoting anything that's going to be negative, definitely not a fan of that. So, anyone that influences someone to do something that they shouldn't, definitely shouldn't follow. But if you're still trying to educate a child well.
Who wants to be a drag queen when they grow up? Who wants to be a drag queen when they grow up?
So, Jordan, sick. You're a sick man.
And not put pressure on someone. I think they should be able to, just not put anything negative on children, for sure.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. That's what their community pushes, essentially. So do you think that Christians should be able to accept that, you knowing now that they push all those negative notions towards them?
I think that goes outside of LGBTQ, any sort of ideas in general.
Drag performers dancing and walking down the aisle in the center of a room, and children could be seen tipping the drag queens. Some children were also seen walking down the aisle with the dancers.
I'm a boy.
Wait,
what? You didn't think I was a boy?
I've been thinking.
You thought I was a girl?
I've been thinking
No, I'm a boy. Do you know what I am? No? I'm a drag queen. Have you ever heard of a drag queen before?
Yeah, up on stage and entertain people.
Everybody should try drag at least once. It's really fun.
Even kids?
Yeah, there's actually quite a few kids.
You're a sick man.
anyone that has that kind of mindset that sexualizes children definitely shouldn't be promoting that, and that goes beyond what your sexual orientation is. Just in general, I feel like if you're a good person of a good moral mindset, you should not have that mentality to begin with. So I don't think that has necessarily to do with something with your sexuality. I think if you were raised right and understand the moral implications of doing that to children, anyone that has that kind of mindset to be able to put something that terrible onto children I definitely don't think should be able to promote that to anybody else. But I think that's something that's not necessarily specific to any sort of gender. I think there's definitely a lot of straight pedophiles out there that are pushing a lot of negative stereotypes onto, or not negative stereotypes, but like negative energy onto children. Definitely don't promote that.
All right, guys, there you have it. That's the response that Deep Ellum gave to the question, should Christians be pro-gay? So to say everything in a nutshell, we as Christians, we are supposed to love everybody regardless of sexual preference, but we should hate the sin, not the sinner, because God's word is clear that he is against homosexuality. So we should not be for the sin, but we should love the individual and lead them to Christ.
Jesus is Lord. Jesus Christ. And we taking back the rainbow. The rainbow belongs to the covenant of God.